The Hive Mind Invasion of Civilization, a compendium of esoteric science, symbolism, and universal secrets. If you'd like to purchase this book, you can head over to my brand new website that I've set up at liftingtheveil.tv, and I will see all of you there. Make sure you are still subscribed to the channel. Click the bell notification for future updates on all my videos. The truth is that nobody should be censored for sharing information. Information should be available readily. You know, it's just, it takes discernment. For example, this is what the Illuminati, what the Cabal actually, how their main tenet is he who will be deceived, let him be deceived. You know? Goes back and ties back into a future presentation that I'm going to be, again, about the honey traps, the honey pots, this speaking in soft tones and in loving spiritual whispers and in beautiful voices that sound so good, and they resonate with the heart, and they make us feel so good inside, and we love it, and it makes us just feel so good. But it's complete, absolute garbage in order to get your money, in order to sell things to you, to sell you a product, a program, a book, whatever, a service. Garbage, you know, most of it. Not everything, don't get me wrong, I'm not making blanket statements, but as opposed to the harsh, you know, doesn't matter how you present your information, it matters the substance of your information. That's what determines the truth, not what resonates with you. Or what doesn't resonate. Oh, you know, what doesn't resonate with you is called cognitive dissonance, folks. Period. End of story. What doesn't resonate with you, or what gives you bad vibes, is just you. That's you. You are the problem. Not the information, not the person presenting it, it's you. It's not their bad vibes, it's not their bad, I mean, don't get me wrong, unless if they're legitimately infringing on someone's free will choice, or doing deliberate harm, if there's ill intent behind that, that's a different story. But if it's just, if they have good intentions and they're not trying to, deliberately hurt somebody or hurt their feelings, or, any of these things, feelings are subjective. Feelings are not a way to determine truth. And we will be going deep into this in future presentations. Let me bring it up real quick so I can give you a brief skimming of what it is. Masters of the Universe, I believe, is the future present. It's going to be part of the Symbols of Power series. Masters of the Universe peering into the abyss. Let's see. Screen share. But yeah, so this one is still unpublished. I haven't published this yet because it's unfinished. I've got the back end still to go through and finish, but this is a huge one, folks. This ties in so many of my other full films and presentations, ties in the Symbols of Power series, takes it to a whole other level, gets deep into the Hollywood mind control programming, deep into MK Ultra, deep into the spiritual new age deceptions of mind control, of speaking soft, sweet, sensational, soft, loving tones, and in order to manipulate your emotions, to harvest your energy so that they can sell you useless products, useless services. I also have another presentation that's a smaller offshoot that is included in this larger one, that's just about the linguistic aspects of it, about the speech, about basil tongue, or parcel tongue, or I call basil tongue as basilisk, the speaking with the forked tongue, with the tongue of worm tongue of Tolkien. And I'm going much deeper into the actual mytho-symbology of Tolkien's works, the deep esoterica, the rich symbolism that we all love Tolkien for, because he is such a linguistic master. That is why Tolkien is such a genius, is because he was a professor in Old Norse linguistics, and he was an esoteric master. I wish that guy was, I wish he was still around today, because we need, maybe maybe his resonance is coming. I would hope that his influence and his resonance would be speaking through my work or through me and other works and other researchers like me, like Michael Tazarian and other great researchers, Mark Passio and Thomas Sheridan as well, does a lot of great speaking about the mythology and all of that stuff. But yeah, I was going off about the speaking of in soft tones in order to that's Saruman. That's what Saruman is. It's speaking of the Saurian tongue. It's speaking of the tones of the moon, of the influence of the mind, the mind control of your emotional. Okay. So let me get into this. So cut back to. I should be able to do this without the. There we go. The mind control of emotional mind control, the physiological, the psychosomatic mind control, the control of your feelings through the influence of your mind. Your mind is extended to the electromagnetic sea of energy around us. And by manipulating that electromagnetic sea, the electrosmog, the 5G grid networks, all of these other technologies that are being introduced in order to basically to sever, not just to sever, but to interfere with our electrical connection to the source of the universe itself, to the divine source of the whatever the creative principle is, whatever that is, whatever that would be, is that the electrical principle can be easily manipulated through external means, through whether it's through monitors, electronic screens, whether it's through Oculus Rift technology. In other words, the Rift creating a schism of the vision of the. Let's scroll down here, show you again. If you have seen the Symbols of Power Part 1 series, the Monarch Mind Control, this Monarch Symbolism, you understand. I'm going to go deeper into this in future presentations as well. I did this in my most recent presentation about Trump, also with the same symbolism of the Monarch Mind Control, the Oculus Rift, the vision, the visual cortex, which passes all sensory information. As you guys know from Symbols of Power Part 1 film, is that all information passes through the visual cortex so it passes through the monarch, it passes through the butterfly, it passes through this is the butterfly effect. This is the wisdom of the sacred owl, of the Moloch, of the what else is the owl? The owl is the symbol of wisdom in infinite number of ways. I'm not going to get into it off the top of my head because it's just too deep. It's too deep. We've gone through that in the Symbols of Power series. I don't need to rehash that, but so that's what it's all about, is influencing the mind through the sensory perception, through our sensory impulses, our sensory input. And so through the speech, the soft, loving tones that sound so good, and it feels so good upon hearing it. And it can be useful in a sense of, yes, a lot of us are so disturbed that we need to be consoled, we need to be comforted in order to have any type of sanity, any type of clarity. So without that, of course, we can't elevate ourselves to seeking any type of actual real information. So it's a stepping stone, of course, as all things are. It's an energetic stepping stone. I wish I had the split screen so I could pull this up, have it scrolled on split screen while I am doing the whatever. But yeah, so hopefully I'll have that figured out by next stream, as to where I'll have, I can show you my presentations as, we're going through with the chat on screen as well. But so yeah, the emotional manipulation, the energetic manipulation of your emotions. The human emotions are the easiest thing in the world to control and to influence. It's so easy that it's absolutely astounding. It's staggering. I mean, it's shocking. It should be off-putting. It should be very disturbing. Not like in a scary sense, but it should upset you. It should concern you about how easily human perception and emotions can be controlled. And the emotions are the easiest way to do that. If you want to control someone, that's why. And let me tell you this, anyone who understands psychology and sociology and all of these things understands that the most dangerous people in the world, the sociopaths, the narcissists, the psychopaths, they are masters. They are the masters. They are the dark occultists. They are the masters of manipulation. They're the masters of mind manipulation. They are the masters of your emotions. They know your subconscious psychology better than you do. Why? Because they have studied this. They have mastered it. They have perfected it for thousands of years, for eons, for ages, far beyond modern civilization and far beyond even advanced ancient civilizations, to the very origins, possibly even of creation of the universe itself. The understanding of how to hijack and manipulate, energetic influence in order to basically to control others for your own ends. The way to do that, these people are masters of speaking. They are masters of neuro-linguistic programming. That is why I do everything that I do. That's why I do the spelling, the deprogramming, the occult symbolism, the esoteric etymology, the anatomy. Everything that I do is I do what the dark occultists do. I do it for light occultism. I do it for, as Mark Passio says, coins de-occultism. It's about taking the dark stuff and bringing it to light and shining the light of perception upon it. That way, through the prism of our triangular vision, it sparks that beam of light that sets that thing on fire and burns it into the fire of pyrification, of the purification from fire into air, from the element of air into spirit, from the 5 physical elements, from, earth, actual physical elements to mental, through the fire of purification into the spiritual. So, we could go on and on and on about that stuff, but so that's what it's all about, is about, these people will speak so fluently, so masterfully, so lovingly, so soft and soothing. They invite you in. They bait you. That's why it's called a honey trap. It's a honey pot. That's why the honey catches more. You catch more flies. You catch more worker bees, more worker slaves with honey than you do with vinegar. With salty, sour, bitter, harsh truths. Gandalf is the speaker of the harsh truth. He speaks the truth. He speaks it harsh, whether you want to hear it or not. He is the wise elder, the wise sire, the wise seer, the sheer, the sheer, I have to show you these linguistically in order for you to really get the concept, but he is the elder, the sir, the sire, the seer, the sheer, the linguistic root, these symbolic linguistic roots. He is the wise elder, the druid, the true one, the true wisdom of the forest, as I covered earlier in the etymology of my name, of Cullen. The Cullen, the Holly King, the Holly One, the Holy One, the holy bloodlines, the holistic, hallowed, holy, halos of the halo of the hallowed, holy halos of the hollow. We could go on and on, of halos, of whole, of health of healthy means whole, which means holy, which to be holy is to be healthy, is to be whole, is to be hallowed, is to have the halo, to have the crown, to ascend, to don the wise cap, the wizard, the wise one, the wizard. The Gandalf is the grand elf, the Ganda Alf, the Ganda, the wise one, the Ganda, the the Alf, the Aelf. The Gandalf literally means divining sage. It means divining elf. And this is why, again, Tolkien was the esoteric master. He was so masterful in his linguistics and in his symbolism and his archetypal mythology. Just absolute master. Gandalf, the druid, the Dumbledore, the Yoda. He is the master, the sir. Let's pull this up. Nice. Why nice guys finish last? why nice people are nescient, and from neshir, not knowing, foolish, careless, stupid, ignorant. They are the let me check, side check real quick to make sure that no one has left any super chats that I might be missing out on. I don't think so. So I don't think I'm missing anyone. Yeah, still, okay, Sandman, still, thank you, Sandman, appreciate that. Okay, so I haven't missed anyone, that's good. Okay, let me switch back to the nice. Most of you guys know what I'm talking about. I've shared this, countless times in countless ways, but the nescience, the ignorant, the fool who begins his journey, the fool who embarks on his journey not knowing any better. He is, he's the new one, he's the Neo, he's the green one, he's the greenhorn, he's the green man. So again, the etymology of my name, of Cullen, the green man, the green one. Let me show you this real quick, just since I've just been working on that. By the way, if you're not a subscriber on my Patreon page, I am seriously considering, guys, making all of my Patreon content exclusive to patrons, because you know what, if you want to support me for $1 a month, I think most people can handle that for the amount of staggering information that I put out for you guys to enjoy. I mean, it's not too much to. Okay, where did I put that? Oh, it's in drafts. I haven't finished it yet. Okay, but the green one, the green man, the Neo, the neophyte, the initiate, damn it, my internet connection is so slow. I apologize, guys, it's so slow. So slow. So slow. Yeah, okay. The onomancy of my name, the green one, the green man, the holly king, the wise druid, the druvid, the David, the Druidic, Druish order, the ancient Druidians, the Jewish order, the ancient Semitic order, the Semitic Phoenician Druidic order, the forest, the order of the forest. I apologize for my stuttering. My thoughts are all over the place because I'm trying to manage the live stream as well as, if I wanted to present this in a good way, I would literally just lay down, close my eyes, and just speak. That's why I like doing radio shows, is because, especially if it's not a visual stream, is I can just lay down and show and literally just go through the thoughts in my mind, and it's so much clearer. But since I'm trying to, I suck at multitasking. I'm so bad at multitasking. That's why it's so hard to maintain a smooth train of thought while trying to manage all the content so that it's, both entertaining and informative. And but yeah, so you get it. I mean, I've covered this in countless articles, in Druids, Dryads, Nymphs and Nymphomaniacs, the Tree of Life. This is a core aspect of most of my work, is, relating back to all the deep, rich symbolism of nature and all of that. But yeah, so let's go back to the future. But yeah, so the wise sire, the wise one, the Gandalf, the grand elf, the grand elder, the wise one, the master, he's the one, he's the sire, the senior, the one who knows things. He has the knowledge of experience, the wisdom. And the noob, the neophyte, the green one, what else? The grunt, the initiate, the one who gets picked on, who gets beaten up, who gets his ass handed to him, who gets whipped, who gets, beaten into submission. This is why the elder, the mentor, the mentor is the one who torments us. He's the one who whips our ass. He serves us our ass whippings in order to teach us the lessons, the ways of the wise sire, of the wise sheer, of the seer. The sheer seer, the knowledge, seer means to know. The sheer seer of the seer, of the one who knows. And the one who knows not is the neophyte, the initiate, the fool, embarking upon his journey, who does not yet know. So the archetype, the tarot archetype of the fool is both the noob, is both the neophyte, the initiate, as well as the master. He is the first and the last. He is the alpha and the omega. He is the beginning of the journey of gnosis, of self-knowledge, of self-discovery. And he is the return of, it's all about the hero's journey. You know, it's all Joseph Campbell. You know, it is all the hero's journey. Joseph Campbell just absolutely dominated the universal principle. I mean, once you know it all. I mean, period. Simple as that. That's why. But what I love about it so much is that you can cover all of this stuff endlessly. Is that once I've learned all these pieces, largely thanks to my mentor, you know, Christopher, you know, True Theory, largely thanks to him, you know, that's where I really, you know, just dove in, you know, tooth and nail into all of this stuff. And realized I discovered something within myself that had been, you know, I guess lying dormant, like a seed lying in the earth through the cold winter, you know, until the spring dawns, and then the seed finally sprouts, and the dawn of consciousness, the dawn of the sun, finally begins to bring the light of enlightenment out. And so it began to, you know, the seed of consciousness began to spring forth within me. And so, you know, that's what it's all about. You know, it's the hero's journey. You know, it's the journey of the tarot, the archetype of, you know. My name is Cullen Smith. I'm a published author. Today I would like to introduce you all to my brand new published book, The Hive Mind Invasion of Civilization, a compendium of esoteric science, symbolism, and universal secrets. If you'd like to purchase this book, you can head over to my brand new website that I've set up. It's still very bare bones. There's a lot of work I need to do on the site, but for now it's got the basic things that I need on there until I upload all of my content. You can sign up for the newsletter to receive email updates on all of my posts as I begin to populate the site with all of my archives of articles, books, videos, and films and courses and all of that good stuff. So you'll get notifications as I begin to populate the website with all of my content on it. So that's a good reason to sign up right now, even though there's no content on it yet. But you can pick up my books there. I've got my Hive Mind book. I've also got a couple other titles that I've released which are just study aids. They are journals such as Divine Manifestations, a dream journal to log your dream and awakening experiences and to highlight any insights or intuitions that may come to you along your process of growth and exploration of all of this content. I've got a food journal to log your nutritional progress and to log your health and fitness progress as well. And I've got a 50 Days of Gratitude journal as well, and I will be releasing several more titles as well to help expand and explore your own creativity and things of that nature. So these make great gifts for any friends, beloved family, any loved ones. So these are great gifts that you can pick up and also support Lifting the Veil and the work that I do in the process. So feel free and head on over to my brand new website, liftingtheveil.tv. And I will see all of you there. All right, have a great day. Thank you. My name is Cullen Smith. This is Lifting the Veil. You can find all of my full books, presentations, videos, films, articles, posts at subscribestar.com/liftingtheveil. Patreon has suspended this work and my account and income stream for this content. So if you are a supporting patron, then please, I ask you to move your support over to subscribestar.com/liftingtheveil. And I have just established a completely free, uncensored, totally free speech social media platform that replaces Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, every other platform all in one on liftingtheveil.locals.com. You can download the Locals app and you can join our group and have totally free speech and totally uncensored, unrestricted content access. And there is also a ton of exclusive content, and I will leave the cited reference links in the description down below, so you can check that out for all of my full content. And I will see you guys in the next video. I rely solely on word of mouth, and the recommended algorithms are not recommending any of my videos or films anymore. My channel has literally been completely restricted, so I rely on your help by sharing my work around if you appreciate it, and leave me your comments. I definitely want to know what you have to share and what you have to think about all of this stuff, and I will see you in the next video.